All right, let's review how to find, or approximate rather, the value of an integral using a TI-83 or 84 calculator. We'll do this in two versions. One is the view that many of you see on the TI-84. Next will be the classic view that you would see on a TI-83. So suppose we want to find the integral from 1 to 5 of x squared. To find the integral, we go under the Math menu, so we'll hit the Math button. Notice there are several options, one of which, number 9, is FNINT. That stands for Function Integral. That's option 9, so I'll hit the 9 button. And then in this view, it gives you the integral symbol, so you know you're on the right track. We said we wanted the integral from 1 to 5 of x squared with respect to x. So we see the blinking cursor on the lower limit of integration. We will press 1. Notice now there is a blinking cursor next to that. We can keep pressing buttons if we had wanted to get 12 or 27. But if we want to move like a tab function to the next square, then we use the right arrow. So I will hit the right arrow and put in 5. Then once more, to move to the next box, we use the right arrow key. I want x squared. Recall that your variable x is the xt theta n button. So I will hit x and square that. Now that I have entered the integrand, I will once more press the right arrow key, and we must tell it the variable of integration, which is x. At that point, we may hit enter, and it gives us the value 41 1/3. So if you have a TI-84, or you see this view when you press the FNINT button, then that's all that you need. Recall that this just gives us a decimal approximation. It does not give the exact value of the integral. So I will run through looking at the old way, the classic view. Now I'm changing this view on the TI-84 by changing from Math Print to Classic, but on the TI-83 you do not have this option. Rather, you will always see the function in the format I'm about to show. You find it in the same place. It's under the Math button. It's still under the FNINT function, number 9, so function integrate, number 9. But notice here this does not show the integral symbol. Rather, it's FNINT as a function on the calculator. So the first thing we put in parentheses here is the function we wish to integrate. That would be x squared. Then we use a comma right above the 7 in order to separate the different entries into this function. The next entry is our variable that we are integrating with respect to, in this case x. Then we tell it the values x goes from and to. We wanted to integrate from 1 to 5, and again I continue to use commas, and I put the closed parentheses at the end. So again, we start with the function we are integrating, the x squared, and then for those of you that are already familiar with Mathematica, this is like a triple in Mathematica, where you have your variable, lower value, higher value, or at least your lower limit of integration and higher limit of integration. Hit enter, and you get the same value as before, 41 1/3. So there are many exercises in the textbook where you're asked to use a calculator to find the value of an integral, and that is the way to do it.